Blaidd Llwyd here again. It is August 29th, 2009. I've got some news for you that the mainstream media is forced into radio silence about like it isn't happening. A cult known as the Legion of Sir John is supposedly sending their deity to do a clean-up of the rabid infected, racing away in fenced-off Chinese ghost cities, turning into containment sites. Sir John is large for a fox beastman, and it's hard to believe he used to be human. The cult was founded in mid-2005, has been rapidly gaining a larger and larger following in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Kazakhstan, and many other parts of the world. Seeing is believing, alright. The only thing on the news is Michael Jackson celebrating turning 51 on his final comeback tour of This Is It. And another headline shows how Michael Jackson's album sales have only been skyrocketing since the tour began with a rocky start, after he survived an overdose of propofol on June 25th. Back to what I'm here to report. Videos of Sir John contorting and mutating into various abominable feral forms as a fox beyond scientific comprehension. Even the sight of Sir John turning back into his normal form of 6'1" tall red fox beastman leaves even the most skilled of scientific minds left clueless. Dr. Olaf Skirgstodal is allegedly the one who says he brought Sir John back from the grave as some scientific experiment. Not even he knows how Sir John can mutate, transform, distort and contort. The Legion of Sir John released a public statement saying how Sir John himself is getting rid of humans infected with the rotavirus. CCTV footage taken from inside those ghost cities shows Sir John dismembering and devouring the infected while taking another eldritch form. Russian beastmen operatives sent in to shoot the infected are advised to take caution and leave Sir John alone. Sir John only shows hostility when provoked. According to reports by Russian beastmen operatives, Sir John will leave you alone if you ignore him. Russian operatives sent into Chinese ghost city containment sites that provoked Sir John by shooting him or mistaking him for another hostile infected to exterminate were met with a grisly fate, regardless if they were beastman or human. Piles of chewed on bones and torn clothes are what is left behind. Beastmen operatives were more familiar with how to deal with encountering Sir John and suffered very few casualties compared to their human allies. Urban explorers sneaking into containment ghost cities often encounter the fox many around the world now worship as their god. And by every testimony so far from inside the containment sites, the facts speak for themselves. To anyone going urban exploring, do not panic and carry on forward and don't attack Sir John. Pretend he isn't even there. If you catch him watching you, he's just curious. Keep moving. Alright. A way to lure Sir John is by leaving out food like cooked bacon, fried chicken, bodies of humans infected with the rotavirus, berries, and or fruit, or hot rabbit stew. Explorers or operatives in an area with infected humans who leave out food for Sir John are more likely to be followed by him. Some say Sir John follows them in the distance, expecting more food like your pet dog wanting another piece of cheese. Leaving out food offerings while shooting down infected, or exterminating them by any means, whether be melee or firearms, are ensured by having Sir John around as a scavenger in charge of cleanup, not even leaving a single bone behind. A mutated form of Sir John easily exceeds the size of a Sherman tank as a feral fox walking on all fours. The chest cavity can rip open to expose reciprocating circular jaws with shark-like teeth, bluish or purple tentacles, and what scientists are referring to as deadlights. The head has a second set of jaws inside the mouth with sharp, jagged teeth. This form is referred to as Big John, as Sir John has many forms to contort and mutate into. Watching the transformations take place can induce nausea and vomiting to anyone watching. Scientists have attempted to study any rare vomit left behind by Sir John. The stomach acid is highly corrosive and unsafe to handle without full lab protective gear. The bile is shown to act as a fast-acting drain cleaner, observed by accident by a disgruntled researcher. It is observed to be a kind of super acid, able to break down plastic, wood, clothing, bones, and any other non-food item. Broad speculation theorises how Sir John might have an eating disorder known as pica, although that cannot be confirmed as of yet. Oh God. Everything about the whole Varys situation, and now Sir John, sounds completely insane from start to finish, I'll admit. I sort of understand why the media is covering this up. I don't want the truth to go untold and forgotten. Journalism isn't what it used to be during the 80s, when everything was subjective and unbiased. If you're watching this, stay healthy, stay alive.